Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I almost said Friday. It's not Friday yet.
Almost.
But yes, happy Thursday. Definitely a very chilly start to today.
Mhm.
But what we're here to talk about is the first alert weather days for Thursday into Friday, specifically tonight into early tomorrow morning. There already is winter weather watches and warnings going on across the northern part of the state. However, as of right now, that doesn't include our viewing area. Hopefully, it stays that way. It looks more so that the bulk of this wintry storm is going to stay further off to the north, but that's not to say that we could still see some potential impacts when it comes to later on this evening specifically, and then for your morning commute on Friday.
Yeah, if you do have friends or family up in Tupelo, Oxford, Grenada, or Memphis, give them a call and let them know that they're having a lot of snowfall on the way for a lot of northern Mississippi. They're expecting, again, roughly, I think I saw earlier, 4 to 6 inches, maybe even
Wow.
more in some isolated areas. So
Hmm.
that's quite a lot of snow for someone here living in Mississippi. I mean,
Yes.
if you ask me, I think maybe 1 inch is plenty here in central Mississippi. So,
Hmm.
again, as you are going forward through the day today, give them a call, give them a heads up. But here in our area, we're not going to be seeing that type of snowfall, much less any snowfall in some areas. So it's going to
Yes.
stay too warm for that for us here.
Yes. And again, when it comes to what we see later on this evening, it's all going to come down to just how warm we get this afternoon. I think that's going to be a good indication of, is it going to make it to that freezing mark into the overnight hours where we could see more of a wintry mix type of situation. Not so much so snow for us. It would be either sleet, maybe freezing rain, but more so I would think sleet at this point. But again, it's really going to come down to our afternoon temperatures. That's really going to give us a better indication of what we'll be expecting Thursday night. I would say more so Thursday night because that's when it's looking to where we're looking to see more of a that wintry mix situation in the lower delta, as well as into areas north of the I-20 corridor and east of I-55 through around midnight tonight. So that's where it's looking to be the best chance for seeing any type of wintry mix precipitation. Areas south of I-20 is pretty much certain that
You're going to get rain.
it's pretty much just going to be a cold rain event for you. Now, heading into the overnight hours, it does look like things will transition into more of a rain situation. And that goes even into tomorrow morning when it comes to the morning commute for your Friday. So while it may not be a wintry mix, it's still going to be impactful in the sense that we're looking at heavy rain at times. So that in itself can cause impacts to the morning commute. So while we may not necessarily be looking at that wintry mix continuing for the Friday morning, it's still going to be impactful and can be disruptive to the morning commute. So something to keep in mind for tomorrow morning. And then by around lunchtime, this pretty much moves on out, although we could still be looking at some flurries on the back end of the system for the later part of your Friday night and into Saturday morning.
Yeah, thankfully Saturday and Sunday are looking nice and quiet, but still very cold here in central Mississippi. It's just going to be much more of a quiet look into the weekend, and that's a good thing. We do gradually warm up into next week as we get going into the day on Sunday. We'll be back into the 50s, so not as cold as it has been the past couple of days and into the day today. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something to look forward to. It's a little victory in my mind, but
Mm-hmm.
again, we got to get through the night first tonight and really into the day tomorrow, because that's where we're expecting the best or the biggest chance to have the biggest impact to you. So, of course, the accumulation is going to be more likely off to the north, well north of us here in the Jackson Metro. It's going to be more rainy across much of the areas along
Mm-hmm.
into the south of I-20 areas, maybe possibly along into the north. Really, if you live along I-20, you want to be aware of what you could be expecting this afternoon into the evening. Some areas to the north and to the east. If you live in Scott or Leake County, and if you live in I-20 on Scott County and over in eastern Mississippi, you could be seeing some type of a wintry precipitation into the night tonight. So that's something to be mindful of compared to areas further off to the west towards Vicksburg or maybe here in the
Mm-hmm.
metro. But areas well off to the north is where we're going to be expecting more heavy snowfall, the wintry mix. So again, if you are traveling north on I-55 into the day tomorrow, definitely something that you might want to least look at as you are getting your day started, because that's definitely going to be really impactful if you travel to Birmingham or all the way over to Huntsville. Also going to be really impactful into your travel forecast for you. But here at home should not be too impactful, other than the fact that we're just going to be getting that rain. Still something to be mindful of, but at least it's not ice. At least it's not snow. That's a good thing for us here.
Yeah. So again, timing wise, the best time is looking to be anywhere between 8 p.m. tonight, and I would say like 2-3 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's the best time, best window of opportunity for that wintry mix. It looks like it really transitions into rain by the time most of us will be getting up to start the morning commute. So that is some good news. It looks to be clearing on out in terms of wintry mix before people are getting up. So something to keep in mind. But again, there's still the chance that it gets a little bit cooler, but models have been trending warmer when it comes to our afternoon highs. So looking to be a little bit harder for temperatures to fall all the way back to that freezing mark. So something to keep in mind. But as we mentioned, the weekend looks relatively nice. We'll see drier conditions. Still going to be a little bit chilly in the mornings to come, but in the afternoons, we'll see the sunshine back in the forecast. And that also means temperatures will start to warm up gradually back into the 50s by Sunday. That looks to carry into next week. So looks like we'll get a little bit of a break from those 40-degree afternoons after Sunday. So something to look forward to into next week.
Yeah, and again, all eyes should be on the night tonight and into the day tomorrow, making sure you have your preparations complete and you're prepared just in case something does happen, especially if you live north of I-20. Again, you should make sure you are watching the weather very closely, because you could see a winter precip as early as this evening. So please be mindful. Please make sure you have ways to stay updated. Download our First Alert weather app to get the most up-to-date information. And again, there's a lot that can change with winter weather forecasting. So again, please be very cautious into the night if you live to the north and even along I-20, because it can change in a matter of 1 degree. I promise it can change everything.
Yes.
So just be very mindful of that. And again, it's quiet for now. Very beautiful look out here in central Mississippi.
Yeah, we got sunshine, blue skies.
It's great, honestly. Very nice. I wish that it was a little bit warmer so that you can go outside and enjoy it. But again, we'll start to see the clouds roll in over the next couple hours, and that's going to be bringing in a lot of moisture in our area, where we will start to see either some type of rainfall or some type of wintry mix, depending on where you are in the area. So make sure you have multiple ways of staying updated.
Yeah, that's all we have for today. Of course, later on this afternoon, Dave and Elise will be on to give you an afternoon update. So until then, we'll leave it there. Yeah. So
have a great rest of your day, and please stay warm and have some ways of staying updated.